Emotions are powerful dynamic energies that shape our lives, often steering us towards growth even when we resist them. Yet for many, emotions feel overwhelming or even frightening, leading us to suppress, avoid, or run from them. This avoidance creates stagnation, cutting us from the deeper wisdom emotions are meant to reveal. Every emotion, no matter how uncomfortable, carries a message. They serve as a compass point to areas within us that needs attention, healing, and transformation. By ignoring them, we miss the opportunity for inner alchemy, the process of turning emotional lead into spiritual gold. The key is to approach emotions with curiosity rather than fear. Ask yourself, where is this emotion coming from? Why do I feel this way? What is it trying to teach me? These questions cultivate awareness, the first step to understanding the source of our pain and discomfort. This practice isn't just emotional, it's deeply spiritual. Awareness is a light that dissolves the shadows within us. Fear, especially, is a trickster. Most of what we fear is not rooted in reality but in our imagination. We exaggerate our shadows, feeding them with our thoughts until they seem insurmountable. Yet when we face the darkness directly, it loses its power. Fear thrives in the absence of experience, but it dissolves in the presence of truth. When we ignore fear or uncomfortable emotions, we choose stagnation over growth. The illusion of fear keeps us stuck, preventing us from moving towards our potential. Whether it's something like public speaking, trying something new, or having a difficult conversation, avoidance reinforces the belief that the fear is too great to overcome. The truth is, fear is a signal, not a stop sign. We also make narratives in our minds, especially when it comes to social interactions. We interpret a glance, a tone of voice, and even a silence and turn it into a story about what someone else might be thinking or feeling. But here's the truth. Most of those interpretations are based on personal opinion, assumptions, or projections. And guess what? People forget. What you've spent hours analyzing or worrying over may not even exist in their mind anymore. These false narratives only serve to trap us in a cycle of self-doubt, pulling us away from the present moment. The way forward is to expose yourself little by little to the things that scare you. Start small and journal your feelings as you go. Notice how your body reacts, what thoughts arise, and how you change over time. Remember the first time you drove a car? It was terrifying. Your hands were shaking on the wheels and your mind was racing with a whole bunch of what ifs. But over time, through exposure and practice, driving became automatic. The same principle applies to any fear. Each step you take towards it weakens its hold on you. Find creative ways to conquer your shadow by facing your fears. If public speaking terrifies you, begin by practicing in front of the mirror or recording yourself. If vulnerability feels impossible, start with journaling your rawest thoughts. The path will look different for everyone. Shadow work is deeply personal and should remain private. It's a sacred space where you meet your most hidden truth and no one else can define how you move through it. By analyzing your emotions, you are asking the universe to shed light on your shadows. In doing so, you open the door for clarity and transformation to manifest. The universe is always responding to our willingness to heal and grow. When you approach this process with curiosity and love, the universe meets you with support and guidance, making the journey smoother and the lesson more profound. Fall in love with the process of self-discovery, and in time, the universe will transform it into something you come to cherish. The act of love towards your inner self becomes a reflection of love from the cosmos. Although it's deeply challenging, shadow work is ultimately liberating. When you're gone through the process, you'll feel a profound sense of freedom, as if a weight was lifted from your spirit. In esoteric traditions, fear and resistance are often seen as the guardians of the threshold, barriers we must pass to reach a higher state of consciousness. These guardians test our willingness to grow by making us confront the part of ourselves we'd rather not see. When we muster the courage to stand in discomfort, we not only heal, but also reclaim the fragmented pieces of our soul. Facing our emotion is an act of self-illumination. By acknowledging our shadows, we integrate them, becoming more whole. This integration creates harmony within, allowing us to align with the universal flow. It is through this process that we grow, not just as individuals, but as beings connected to a greater spiritual truth. Emotions are not the enemy. They are sacred messengers, guiding us towards clarity and expansion. The darkness you fear is not the end, but the beginning of transformation. When we stop running and choose to feel, we find that even our heaviest emotions are simply invitations to return to light. This is Makalasi. Thanks for listening. Peace.